and welcome to this week's weekly rack-up.
What? Hi, we're never going out in public again. Okay, bye. No.
How have you guys been handling going out in public? This kind of relates to the story we're going to talk about today a little bit. Okay, let's set the stage.
We had an encounter. I am like OCD germaphobe. So I'm trying to survive in this pandemic. Like, I have not encountered anybody else who is who has this extreme aversion,
fear.
Okay, so we've gone to the grocery store a few times.
We've gone to Costco twice since March, and that is it. We do Walmart pickup generally. We'll just go and throw it into the car, but we don't go inside.
Yeah, and it's been working for us, right? And I don't know, I was feeling confident or good. I don't know, maybe I was feeling confident. But this
Somebody say cocky.
Some would say.
So we kind of decided over the weekend, hey, there's a couple of things. We're doing a pickup on Thursday, but there's a couple of things we wanted right away. You know, some half and half. So, and we hadn't been. We're like, let's go.
Yeah, let's check it out.
People have been going. They have precautions.
They're surviving, right?
They're surviving. So
this is where I go wrong. I compare myself to those people when these people are normal about germs and I'm not.
Yeah. So we go, and first thing is we go, and it was, I wouldn't say it was busy, but it wasn't dead. There were people in there.
Yeah. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah,
right.
It wasn't too bad. And every aisle usually had maybe one person or two people, so it wasn't busy. It was just about we're about to check out. So they had self-serve and then self-checkout, which had about 6 registers. Usually there's no line. So we go to check out, and then we look. There is a freaking 5-person line happening for the self-serve.
Yeah.
We're like, what the heck? Because that means you have to stand in line and be close to other people while you're in line. So we kind of go the long way around. There was a moment where Sarah goes, no, let's just leave our basket.
I was like, my anxiety's through the roof right now. I'm just about ready to abandon this cart and just leave.
Exactly. So,
I stuck it out.
So we kind of go around the back of the aisles. So we're walking up to go at the very end of the aisle. Luckily, by the time that we took our detour to get to the back of the line had pretty much gone away because
it's because it's self-checkout. It goes pretty fast.
Yeah.
Usually people have 5 or 6 items. We had a bigger cart, but still we've done self-check so many times that we go pretty fast.
We go fast.
Right?
So we go to the end of the line. There isn't anyone in front of us. So the way they had it done was there was a front of the line, and then there was placeholders. So
I'm getting anxious just talking about it.
3 feet behind us, there was another. You say, you wait here. The next person, you wait here.
Yeah, there's little stickers on the
So
floor.
we stare at the very first placeholder to go be next in line. So we're just waiting there. And so all of a sudden this woman, she kind of comes to the left of us. We couldn't tell if she wanted to get in line. And then we kind of moved our cart over to know that we're in line, because sometimes you don't know if people are in line. But we made it absolutely clear we are in line. We're at the front line.
She wanted to cut.
So all of a sudden she ends up getting you're supposed to get behind us. She got to our right.
Yeah, she was like where I am. She was literally right next to you.
Yes. She was right next, but this is the kicker. She's trying to cut in line. I think.
Let me tell you exactly what I think was happening. So, this lady, we were in line, and clearly we were in line. Clearly. And then, so she has 2 items. She has a few items, right? And she has a cart, but she sets her cart aside. She just leaves it in the middle of the aisle. First of all, what a bad shopper.
Yeah.
Who does that? Put it back where it goes.
Yeah.
So I think she just wanted to get her stuff, pay, and get out of there. But she was literally next to you. And then I was like, I looked at her because I was shocked. I was in disbelief. I was like, what are you doing?
And she was getting close. It wasn't even like she was also getting close, but the best part hasn't even come yet.
No. So this freaking lady. Okay. Yeah, so she gets right next to you, and so I'm like, so Sarah, you move over.
Yeah, I totally move over.
Yeah, you move over because she's literally hovering.
Yeah. Very close.
What the hell? She wanted to give you a kiss or something.
And it's not like everyone was there where we had to be like that. There was no one else around other than her.
Nobody else was
So
around.
why was she getting so close when there was no one else? It's not like she had to. There wasn't any space.
Right. So she's right next to you. I don't know if she tried to pull her mask down.
I didn't notice
that. Adjusted her mask.
Yeah.
But this lady had the motherfucking audacity to start. She
It was a cough.
It was a cough.
She coughed.
She was like clearing her throat / being like coughing right next to her just so we freaking get out of the way. Who does that?
She was literally coughing so we would get out of the way.
That is so freaking rude. And I was like, we like ran out of there. We're like seriously,
we glared at her. I was like, okay. And then she did it again. And then literally we just abandoned. She did it on purpose. We just left. We just went to, does that? She did it. Yeah, I think she did it on purpose. And then as I was walking out, she kind of looked back at us, like kind of like, where are we going? And then I totally glared at her. Like, not only did you cough, that's one thing, but if I was going to cough, I would go to the most secluded part of the aisle.
No, she did it on purpose. So she could, and then she like ran ahead of us all that just so she could cut in line.
It's one thing. That is so rude to do it, let alone during this time, but to cough, do it like that.
Yeah, and does she know? I mean, she doesn't know me, so she doesn't know that I'm freaking a germaphobe.
Yeah.
And I literally was thinking about it the rest of the day, and every time I thought about it, I would get so mad at her.
And the thing is,
and I'm so sorry. And I'm so mad that I didn't say anything to her.
I know,
but I just wanted to get out of there.
I think it's for the best. I didn't want to cause a scene or anything, because the whole thing is, like I said, the store at that point where we were, there was so much space to go around. There wasn't any lines of any type. You could have gone anywhere, but she just decided to come right by us, shoulder to shoulder practically, and cough. I just thought it was so rude.
So don't be like this woman and stay away from people like her.
And the thing is,
believe it.
It's not like she got behind us and was at a safe distance where you were supposed to, because we were where I was supposed to. She was not. She was supposed to be on the circle behind us, which they put them like 3 feet away.
But that's not even the thing, because sometimes I get it. Sometimes there's not enough room for people to be.
But there was plenty of room.
A, there was plenty of room. B, the fact that she coughed,
I know,
and manipulated her way in or whatever.
Yeah,
she's canceled.
And I mean, this is a kind of a drawn out story, but it's kind of like, we're just scared. Sarah and I are okay with being scared. I know, like, my dad and other people aren't scared. Sarah and I are. Yeah, so it's kind of like, it's scary out there. We don't want to get sick, And do we think we're a little bit over top? Maybe, but it's not a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing.
I am definitely over the top.
Yeah.
You're more normal. You just go along with it because...
I wonder how many people actually are going to sit through our story about the story.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Anyway.
Timestamp stories down below, so if you thought that story was horrible, always look out for timestamps, because...
That lady was horrible. Because I hope she has... a nice Christmas.
I wish somebody was there to say, hey, go, I mean, luckily we've never seen an anti-masker in person or anything, so.
No, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what we're going to talk about today.
At least she didn't cough by like a grandma who's like 90 years old.
Right. So over the weekend, Man United played Aston Villa, I think. Yes. Mm-hmm. And it was a 2-0 win, 2-0 win. And good game. 2-0. People don't think Man United played that amazingly. Mm-hmm. Just, sometimes you just see it, everyone's on, everything's vibing together, and sometimes not. Yeah. So I will say they wore their striped kits. Those are my absolute favorites. Those striped kits. I love them. I think they are so cute. Like, I love them.
They're kind of cool.
So when the starting lineup came out, the one big omission was Christen Press. She was not on the starting lineup. She wasn't on reserves. Then it came out to say that she was ill. She was sick. From what I have found out, that Christen has never missed a game for sickness or injury. So we're like...
Injury, really?
Yeah. Yeah. She's a very healthy one.
It must be the meditation.
Yes.
It must be the meditation.
Not the ass.
Yeah, no.
Because, I think certain players have a reputation for getting injured. I think Kelly O'Hara has that reputation. I think Megan Rapinoe has a reputation.
They love to be injured. Just kidding.
Rose Lavelle is getting that reputation for someone who's just injury prone. That's another thing. Rose Lavelle.
So they're hardcore.
Yeah. We didn't quite know what was going on. Mm-hmm. So if we go down here, so we just heard injury or illness. And then Casey Stoney a couple days ago, United States International Christen Press was not in the squad for the game and has not been training recently. Oh, okay. Because a lot of people had seen those pictures come out from Man United for, like, the training and stuff. A lot of people noticed Christen wasn't there.
Because they usually put Christen and Tobin in the photos somewhere.
Yeah. They usually,
they're part of the team.
And you usually get a photo of, like, at least everyone who's out there, at some point.
Of course.
So, has not been training recently. Currently is suffering from illness. From an illness. So,
whoa, what does that mean?
So we'll read what Casey Stoney had to say.
She's been poorly, the United head coach said. She's not been in training for the last couple of days, so it's just about her. We're just trying to look after her and get her healthy again.
Okay. And as far as I can tell, that is all the information
that we know.
Yeah.
And obviously it's not COVID.
Okay, because so let's talk about that.
Because I think they would have said something. They specifically didn't say it wasn't COVID, but they also didn't say it was COVID.
So you're saying you think if it was COVID, they would specifically say it's COVID? Because they've done that. They did it with Katie Zellum.
But they didn't specifically say it wasn't COVID either.
Right.
Which they usually say that too.
So I heard, though, also that if she had come down with COVID, that they would have quarantined Tobin possibly too.
Well, yeah.
Because they live together. Or they might do the thing where, hey, if you don't have a temperature and we don't know if you have it, then you're fine kind of thing. You know what I mean? But I don't think it was COVID either, mostly because
definitely not.
I don't know. So some of the things I've heard, some people think when she played the game against the Netherlands, it was really cold that night. I don't think you get a kind of an idea how cold it was that night. Someone said it was like 3 degrees Celsius or something really cold.
That sounds cold.
Like 33 degrees, I think.
It's pretty cold.
That it was 33 degrees, and so when you're training in that cold, and apparently Christen has some type of asthma. I do not know if that's true, but I heard that she might have asthma. And when you're asthmatic and you have those cold temperatures, it's really hard on your lungs. It's really hard on your body, and you're more susceptible to get injured or illness. Get an illness. So it could be bronchitis. It could be
a cold,
a cold or a flu, because when you play in those cold temperatures, that's what happens. That's one of the things I don't get about soccer. They play during the winter, like the Super League plays during the winter. It's like, why do you play during the winter? Like in America, they play during the summer, and I know their dates are different than from the.
Well, it still gets pretty cold when they play here.
November
months they play in. I just remember some games I played and it was really cold.
That's true.
Freezing though.
When I was in high school, my friend was on the soccer team, and I remember her practicing in January. And I'm from California, so it didn't get too cold, but it got cold. And they would practice in January, and I go, "Oh my God, you guys are practicing?" She's like, "Yeah, that's what happens when you're a dedicated athlete."
You can do anything all year round in California. So
that's true.
You're canceled.
Not just that. I think when it's hot, I remember you don't want to play when it's super hot either, but it doesn't get hot in the UK like it does in here. Christen has posted a couple things on Instagram. So to me, to me that means she's feeling better. If you're posting things on Instagram, you have the energy to post those things on Instagram. But that's all the information we have right now. I mean, I worry about her obviously because as someone you like, you don't want them to be ill. But she's a strong woman. I mean.
Yeah, whatever it is, she'll kick its booty.
Exactly. I will say also that during that game, Jackie Groenen went down kind of hard. She went down, and then she got up for about 90 seconds. Then she went right back down. And they said it was a head injury.
Oh, that's the worst kind.
The medic said she had to come out. It was a head injury.
Could she follow the light?
You know who helped her up? Our number one enemy, the guy who touched Christen.
Mr. hand-sey.
Gotcha. So he must be some type of medical. I mean, I think that's kind of what we thought, or physio medical. But she went down, and I don't have an update on her, but anytime it's a head injury, I know. Yeah. Anytime it's a head injury, it's kind of like scary. And you could see her. She went down, then she kind of was really rattled. Then she ended up getting back up, but she did not look right when she got up the first time.
That's scary.
I guess the other. So hopefully Christen feel better. Hope you feel better. And I don't think it's COVID, but I mean,
no.
Like I said,
I hope not.
I hope not. And it's just scary, especially when people say it. The other thing I will say, over the weekend, Alex Morgan scored her very first goal for Tottenham.
Woo!
And I believe it was on a PK, and she shot and scored, and so we were excited about that. And I will also say that Rose Lavelle suffered a knee injury in the Manchester City's win over Everton on Sunday, though it's too soon for City to know the extent of the problem. I don't know when this article is from, so the 25-year-old required an on-pitch treatment after winning the ball back and a lunging tackle, and was walking on crutches after the interval, though not limping heavily. So I don't exactly know her update, but like I said, Rose is kind of injury prone. I like Rose, but injury prone.
Love Rose.
We love Rose.
And Jack. Oh, is that not what we're talking about?
No, Rose Lavelle.
Oh, okay.
Not
I love her too.
Rose DeWitt-Bucator.
DeWitt-Bucator?
DeWitt-Bucator. That's her name.
DeWitt-Bucator.
DeWitt-Bucator.
Okay, it's not one word.
DeWitt-Bucator. Yeah,
no.
It's D-U.
It's DeWitt dash.
Oh.
Right?
I don't think a dash.
Freaking look it up. DeWitt-Bucator.
Oh, dear. Damn, she has a long-ass name. Rose DeWitt-Bucator Dawson Calvert.
Wait.
Oh, dear.
I wonder if there's people out there who have not seen Titanic. If you have not seen Titanic, let me know.
I remember
you see a boob in it, okay?
You do. Questions, comments down below. What do you guys think? If I know any updates about Christen, I'll let you know. And this video probably will come out Thursday. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, we'll keep you updated. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.
Bye.